Ready, set, go.
Welcome to the lap 4 of the High Mileage Podcast. I am your host, as always, Tyler Yunk. With me, as usual, is
Bruyn Yunk, and shout out to Max Gassman for the new intro for the High Mileage Podcast, for making us seem more official every time we get on here.
Yeah, that song made by Max Gassman, former runner at Olney, former runner at Eastern Illinois. He helped give us that song. We kind of put some animations to it, made it look cool, made it look official, since this is becoming a thing. With us this week is Illinois All-Star and just amazing runner extraordinaire, Jessie Reiser.
Beautiful, just what's up? Luscious smile and everything.
Greatest runner who finally beat me last fall for the first time. A highlight of his career.
Yeah, that's
All right, but welcome to the show, Jessie.
Thank you. Yeah, glad to be here. Yeah, thanks for coming.
If you don't know, Jessie is a freshman at the University of Illinois. He is a multiple state champion in Illinois. He
ran for McHenry High School.
Yep. He's here
Is that
to
the
talk
Warriors?
about our main topic for this week, which is the Arcadia Invitational, happening this Friday, Saturday. Jessie went out there for 2 years. I was out there 2 years, so we've got some experience out of this race. And we're eventually going to talk about the main event out there, which is the 2 mile that everybody goes to try and get under that 9-minute mark. Some of us more successful than others. Jesse, you want to talk a bit about your freshman year in college and what that's been like?
Oh, yeah. Freshman year has been pretty fun, to say the least. Filled with a lot of training so far. Training has been somewhat harder than college. I'd say a lot harder than college, or a lot harder than high school, but nothing that's like that I can't deal with or anything. But the team's been great. School's been going pretty well, so it's been a blast.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's the best part about college is having, good teammates and keeping holding each other up when the toughest times come.
And you've had a great freshman year. I mean, you were all regional as a freshman. That's pretty great. What man were you like on the team?
You're number 2 at conference, right?
You're number 2 at conference. You were Big Ten Freshman of the Year, which is an amazing honor and
I owe it all to my teammates and coach.
Yeah, good answer.
For sure. They've helped me. They've helped me a lot. Like I came in here knowing I thought I knew a lot about running, but those guys have definitely taught me a lot. So
it just goes to show that the sport you're always gonna be able to learn more or something new to help you get to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was all in cross country. You redshirted indoor season, and now you're back on track wearing the orange and blue for the outdoor season. You just raced at Stanford in the 5K. How was that?
It didn't go as well as I would have liked, but it was my first 5K on track, so it's
the 5K.
Yeah.
I did that once. Not again.
Yeah, it was my first 5K. Just the last mile, I just died. It was a good experience, I guess. I think my next 5K will be Drake Relays. So I'm going to go, not this weekend, but next weekend out to Mount Sac to race a 1500. So.
Ooh, that'll be cool. Did you redshirt indoors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. You just said that, didn't you, Tyler? Sorry. I mean, the first time you do anything in college is different than anything you've ever done before, which is weird because you think you have so much experience racing at the high school level, and then you race your first 5K, which, I've done 3 miles every other weekend in high school in cross country. I've done 3 miles, 5K races on the road all the time, for every every 4th of July, every Thanksgiving I do a 5K race or something like that. And you get into college and it's just a completely different atmosphere. Especially when you have to open at Stanford.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we went out in 3,200 meters. What did I run a 3,200 meter run in high school? So it was a total different mentality, like adding on an extra 1.1 miles. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was a good experience.
Was anybody else from Illinois in your heat in your race?
Uh, no, I don't think anyone from like the state of Illinois was in the heat. No.
No one
Okay.
from your team?
Because I think
No.
didn't Ian
No.
run the 10K there?
Yeah, Ian and Billy Magnuson ran the 10K together, and they both ran extremely well. Like
Yeah,
I
they
think
did.
they're both going to go to regionals for the 10K now. So
That's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to
Billy Magnuson. What?
I saw
yeah, it's
something
awesome.
I saw something about Ian that said he is on he's on more all time like top 10 lists at like
Yeah,
DNI than anyone else. And it was like indoor 3K, 5K, outdoor 5K, 10K or mile.
1500.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which that's really cool. Ian's a good friend of ours, so shout out to him. He's got a
Yeah,
great
for
story
Fenwick
of
High
him
School.
running. Hmm.
super talented.
So what was the for the listeners that don't know what happened at Stanford, what was probably the highlight of the meet overall?
For distance events,
Yeah, distance.
I'd say watching German Fernandez run his first 10K. The 10K was pretty insane. Craig Lutz was also running it, so there's a lot of like big names in it. And I can't forget it, or I'm forgetting his name right now, but someone from Craig's pro team almost hit the Olympic standard. He ran
Naz Elite.
28 flat.
Was it Scott Fauble or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool to watch, but we were really hoping he was going to hit that Olympic trial standard, but he came up short by like a second or something.
Dang, that's tough.
Especially in a 10K, getting short by a second is like,
Oh yeah, because then you got to do it all over again.
yeah, it's so daunting.
Yeah.
I've done one 10K in my career and I got dead last. It was the worst possible feeling. It was my freshman year at Big 12 and it was so bad. I actually finished like a step behind Craig and just finished the race and looked at each other and we're like, that was awful.
That was funny. I remember hearing about that. And I was like, Mom's like, well, Tyler got last, but he only finished a second behind Craig, so I guess that's something.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I had to run the 5K the next day too, and I was just like, can someone stop this, please?
Okay, so Stanford was last weekend, right? Or
Yeah,
last weekend.
the first.
The first like big outdoor meet
Mhm.
that college has, and so that's a awesome, I mean, actually now that I think about it, it's pretty crazy to think that those times that you mentioned from Billy and Ian are going to just hold up for the rest of outdoor season to make qualifying for regionals. That's pretty impressive that they ran that fast this early, because we still got a lot of season left ahead of us. Dude, I thought it was Tuesday for sure today. I was like,
That's why I was texting you so much yesterday to make sure we got the time figured out.
yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't work on Monday, so I guess yesterday I worked and I just thought it was Monday.
Yeah.
It was my first day of work or whatever.
Did you not work today, or did you work today?
I did, yeah. Dude, I worked 15 hours yesterday.
Jeez. With joy and sadness?
Yeah, and then Mickey Mouse.
Oh, the struggles.
Do you want to move on to Arcadia then?
Sure, we can talk about Arcadia.
What was that?
The big race this weekend.
Arcadia?
Arcadia, out in Arcadia, California, the Arcadia Invitational. It's going to be you'll be able to watch it all over Runner Space and Diestat. They have all the links on their Twitters to get the live stream footage there. It's going to be a great day, a couple races. It always has been. Illinois representatives out there for the 3200 are Blake Everston and John Davis, which, I mean, I feel like they're going to have some great times. It's really cool to see them out there. Illinois has always had a really good showing at Arcadia for, say, I don't know, like the last 6-7 years since.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known somebody out there. I was talking to someone today about how Paul's junior senior year he went. I went my junior senior year. Jesse, you went your junior senior year. So like that's at least like 6 years there that we've had some good talent out there from Illinois. Jesse is the defending champion of the Arcadia 2 mile. So what was your race like last year?
It was pretty like weird actually. We went out a lot different than I expected. I thought we were gonna go out like guns blazing, but
Isn't that normally how it goes out? It normally goes out like that, right? Like guns
no.
blazing?
Like the years that I've been there, it's been out fast, but the past years, it's usually been out slow. It's weird.
Oh.
I know my I think it was either my junior or senior year, we went out in a 4:27 and I was kind of freaking out because my PR at the moment for the mile was 4:20, so I was 7 seconds off my PR, and they still had another mile to go.
Yeah. But yeah, I was expecting to feel like really well during the first mile, and I didn't really feel that good. But there's a lot of obviously in those competitive races, there's a lot of bumping and shoving. So and there's a lot of surges and trying to get past people really quickly just to get in front of them for like that split second or two. The last mile, usually last 800 is usually what it comes down to. So if you're just in like the front pack and you put yourself in it, there's a potential that you can like do really well. I think the last lap is when like it started to spread out a lot, and the last 200 meters, I found myself up there with three guys, and one of them being my roommate Zach Dale, and we found ourselves head to head the last 100 meters, and us four all ran 8:52, and it just like tenths of a second just divided us. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was. You were 8:52 even. Elijah Armstrong was 8:52.16. Caleb Webb 8:52.27. Zach Dale 8:52.62.
How many guys were sub 9 that year?
Last year there were 18 guys sub 9. In 2014 there were 19 guys sub 9. In
that's the record.
2013 there were 16 guys sub 9. 2012 there were 16 guys sub 9, but then in 2011 there was only one guy sub 9, I think.
2011, was that when Paul went?
Yeah, Paul was 16th at 9:09. The only person to go. Oh wait, maybe not. Oh yeah,
no, that's not right.
I was looking.
Yeah,
I was looking at seeds, not finals. The 10 guys went sub 9.
I was like, Paul ran 9:03.
Yeah, awkward.
No way, there was only.
Paul was 16th, 9:0. I was looking back at old results. I kind of like pulled them up to see. I wanted to see who from Illinois had the fastest time out there, and that was back in I forget.
Chris Derrick.
Chris Derrick?
Was it?
I don't know.
You ran the 5K.
Oh, you're in the 5K. Okay.
But you ran insanely fast. It was like 35.
Yeah.
I was just thinking more recent. I didn't because it goes back. Like I was looking at. I didn't realize how far back Arcadia went. It has results going back until 1999, so it has been around for a long time. And I'm just thinking more recent years, we had Jack Keelan go 8:50, which was the lowest time, and right behind him was Jessie went 8:52. Your teammate Zach went 8:52 as well. Michael Clevenger went 8:54. So we've always had some really good times going down there.
Okay, I guess my question then for the two of you, because you both have raced there. I've never even been there. I've watched it online once. What's the atmosphere like? Like for all the people that like don't understand what Arcadia is, for all the people that might not think that Arcadia is like, because there's a lot of haters in Illinois that say that it's like you shouldn't go to it, that you're going to waste your energy and you're going to burn yourself out too early in the season. Why would you recommend going to Arcadia as opposed to not going to Arcadia?
It's something that you don't get to do. For me, I only got to do it twice in my life, but going out there and just getting to know like other people from other states, or like getting to race with the top competition from even your own state, is something that like you shouldn't just like pass up, you know.
Mm-hmm. So, it's definitely something that I haven't felt since like instead of being at like big college races, it's like everybody's there is such a top performer and everyone's just there to compete, and it's sort of like this like nervous but like fun, like you're super excited to just run and you're so excited to be there and like be up on this like stage where so many like great things have happened. It's just so cool and exciting.
And for the 3200 meter at least, that's like the prime event of the invite, so like everyone's in the stands and everyone's watching, so it's pretty cool because like us distance runners don't really get that much attention.
Yeah, it's vastly different compared to the like home meets we had when I was in high school, where there were 6 people in the audience and nobody cared about the 2 mile, where this was like it was here and you knew there were so many people still even at home watching, and it was just.
Are the stands like going crazy or like?
Oh yeah, the whole time everyone's going nuts, and even though it's so late in the night, because it's like one of the last races, it's just always so exciting, and it's just cool to be there with all these like just great athletes that you just get to know and get to hang out with, and it's all fun and games until you are trying to fly home, and then you get delayed for 36 hours and you don't get home.
No, that only happens to you and Garrett.
Gosh, did you ever hear about that, Jesse? Our flight
Yeah.
constantly got delayed.
Yeah.
That was awful. I don't know if we should tell that story now. It might be a story for another time. We could take up a whole episode.
Okay, so this year we've got does the link that we have for entries, does that tell us who the top seed is, or do you guys
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have top seeds. It just has
the entry list?
yeah. It doesn't
Okay.
have seed times. I was wondering. I don't see him on. I don't see I don't see him in the 2 mile. But I wonder if he's gonna go for the mile as Drew Hunter. He's not on here. I don't know what he's gonna do. Do you think he'll
Yeah,
go
he
for the mile?
typically doesn't go to Arcadia.
Really? Too far
No,
away.
he's just gonna be racing like probably professional college races.
He ain't got time for high school races.
Seriously, I bet he doesn't race too many high school races the rest of his time,
Yeah.
except for like the really big ones like the Jim Ryan Dream Mile and stuff probably.
Yeah.
And I got to know Drew pretty well through national meets, and
Mhm.
he's probably one of the coolest guys like I met on those trips. Like I hung out with him most of the time, so I got to know him pretty well.
You guys bros.
Yeah.
Give us the hookup. We can talk to him on here.
Is he committed to school yet?
Yeah, he's going to Oregon.
Oh, he is?
Mhm.
Okay. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. Well, that just adds another gun to their weapon, like their artillery. Holy cow.
Gun to their
There we
arsenal.
go.
So, Arcadia, and then the 2 mile is going to be, like always, we're going to see how many guys we can seed to 9. Hopefully, we got 2 Illinois guys that break that barrier.
Mhm.
Blake's only a junior, so that would be pretty awesome for him. But after Arcadia, we were going to talk about what meet, Ty?
No, I was gonna talk about next Wednesday is another National Signing Day.
Okay, well, that's probably good enough about that then.
Uh,
No, Salvano's going to Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to U of I. You guys were recruiting him, weren't you?
Yeah, it was between us and Notre Dame, and we got Notre Dame.
Dang. Illini or die.
yeah. How many guys you got already committed to U of I?
We have three
Noah Adams,
distance runners.
Who else?
John Davis.
Or what are you saying, Tyler?
I'm highlighting their names.
We have Alex Keeble.
Ooh, Alex Keeble, 2A.
Or Eric's been killing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's been doing well. Hopefully he keeps it up, dude. I've been trying to convince this kid since he was a freshman that he's a miler, and he just keeps acting like he's supposed to run other things.
Yeah. Dad was trying to make him a 2-miler last year. I'm like, no. I'm the 2-miler of the family. Bruyn was the 800 runner. Eric's the miler. That's how it works out.
No, dude, I was just the 5th man. That's all I ever was.
Yeah.
I wasn't much of the 800 runner. I just did it one time, and it was okay.
Yeah, but Eric, along with other seniors, are signing next Wednesday. Is another National Signing Day. So we're going to see a lot of big commitments all over the state. I know we got some guys from EIU going to be signing next Wednesday, so it's cool to get out there and see them.
Oh yeah, my teammate's going there.
Yeah, Tyler, he was on a visit.
Oh,
Or
the
my high
McHenry-
school.
Yeah, the McHenry kid? Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think we have 9 people already committed, which is pretty crazy, and it's going to be a big class. We had 3 guys come in, or like 3 actual freshmen come in last year when I came in as a transfer. We had your boy Matt Golby was there. He kept, when I told him you were going to be on the podcast, he kept being like, oh, let me ask him a question. I got to ask him something. And I texted him to send me a question. He never replied, but I was going to have him be like, hey, Jessie, I'm a big fan. Matt Golby here.
Wait, are you part of the Fox Valley Conference?
Yeah.
Okay, because Will Hennessy was on the last show,
Yeah, last week. Or 2 weeks ago.
and he was talking about how the Fox Valley Conference is the most underrated conference in the state.
We did have 6 or 7 guys qualify last year in the 3200.
Well, yeah, I didn't even realize Keegan Smith's in that conference too, and he was
Yeah.
doing well last year.
Oh my gosh. That race last year at sectionals when Keegan almost beat you in the mile, that was awesome.
Yeah, dude. He kicked really hard.
That was so.
That's
I remember
You guys-
watching you guys on the backstretch, and he came up on your side, and you were kind of like, "What?" Whoa.
That was the hardest I've ever closed. I think it was a 55.
Yeah, he had to give you a little bit of a challenge. Can't make everything a cakewalk. Do we know he's going to the Navy, isn't he? Isn't that where he was?
Oh yeah.
Keegan, he committed to the Navy?
Navy or Army, I'm not sure.
He's one of the two.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Keegan Smith's going there. John Davis is going to be joining you, Jesse, with
Is
at
he
U of
signing
L.
Wednesday?
No, he's already signed.
Oh, he's already signed.
Mhm.
Silvano, we were just saying, signing for Notre Dame.
Yep.
Who else we got on that list?
Nick Monkmeyer back in Rockford going to Creighton. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Monk.
1A, 2A kind of gave him a little pride. I know he's a mix of both.
I know Corey Landon, he won the Illinois Prep Top Times mile and 800, and he's signing to Wichita State. So
Yeah. We do have a sleeper, though, who still hasn't committed, Skylar Yunk. Got to get your game together and pick a school.
One day he'll figure it out.
I know Aunt Debbie's listening to this, too, so you should tell Skylar to pick a school, preferably EIU, but just already pick one.
Did we say yet Eric's committed to Mississippi State?
Yeah,
did we say that in this part?
Yeah, I think that was the thing we started off.
Oh, okay. Well, then you can cut that part out.
Oh, yeah, I will.
I'm like playing Clash of Clans and doing this at the same time, so I keep forgetting what's going on.
You're playing Clash of Clans? Get on the game. It's Clash Royale now.
I already play that too.
I don't know what it is. Sam and Skylar play it all the time, and Sam was like freaking out about some chest he got, and I don't know.
Well, anyways, there is National Sign Day Wednesday. We're proud of all of you Illinois people. Tyler's got like a list of 50 names. We're not going to go through all of them, but
as much as I want to go through all of them, we're not. If you
way to be fast enough to sign in college.
If you sign Wednesday, tweet us at High Mileage Pod and tell us where you signed, so we can be happy for you and talk about you next time on the podcast. We didn't mention Luke Beatty from Woodstock. He's signed already to Utah State University.
Oh, Luke Beatty.
Yep.
Talented family right there.
Yeah, that is a talented
Almost
family.
as talented as the Yunk family, but I mean.
Dude, they're deeper though. They've got a full top 5.
Oh yeah.
We won't even be able to score. And I mean, Caleb Beatty could probably beat me still. So.
We're not even a full relay. Yeah, Caleb could probably beat you right now, Bruyn.
Yeah, Eric's joining Jesse's cousin, their family at Mississippi State.
Jesse, have you ever heard of that?
Quentin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him at Nike Regionals.
That is one of my favorite jokes. And Eric was just telling me about how he's told everybody at his team down there, too, that you guys are cousins. So funny.
Dude, I totally thought you guys were actually cousins for the longest time.
Yeah.
Before someone was like, or Tyler or Eric, one of them was like, wait, they're not really cousins, right?
Yeah. He's
they
so
kind of look
good at facing it. And, like, it's like something that you're like, okay, cool, whatever. It's not even, like, that big of a deal. But he finds it so funny that people still believe him. I mean, it's true, 100% true. Anybody listening know that Quentin Reiser is Jesse's cousin.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you think we had enough to talk about, Tyler? I feel like we haven't talked as much as we did last time, but I guess that's okay. We rambled a lot last time, so.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you have the date on Arcadia?
The date Arcadia is this weekend, this Friday and Saturday, April 8th and 9th.
The seated heat of the 2 mile will be on Saturday.
Saturday night at, I'm not sure what time.
So tune in for that. Tyler will get us the time here in a second, or you can look it up.
It doesn't say time on the website.
Anyways, it would be California time anyways, so who has time for that?
It's like 9 o'clock California time, I think. I know it's late because it's like close to midnight here in Illinois. So
we'll be looking out for times on the Twitter.
Yeah.
I feel like I just sounded really weird because I said the Twitter.
On the Twitters.
But awesome. Thanks, Jesse, for coming on to talk to us again.
No problem. It was fun.
Yeah. Not too much time to get back to that schoolwork now.
Yeah, you got to keep up that Illini education.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, you can follow us and find us on Twitter at High Mileage Pod. You can find us there. Follow us if you want to know more about running and what we do. So thank you all for joining us. We need to
keep
do
racing fast, everyone.
I say we need to have a sign off. Is that it?
Yes, I'm just going to start talking like this at the end of every podcast.
All right, perfect.
Have a nice night, everybody.
I didn't know you were Batman.
Yeah.